Hello everyone, welcome to my website. I'm sure a few of you have already had the chance to look at my site, look at some of my blogs, and I just want to say thank you. And also big thanks to everyone who has already subscribed to my website. Today is going to be a video blog. This is something different for me. I'm very introverted. So this is really uncomfortable, but I'm going to try to just step outside of my comfort zone and just give you the real me. Today's video blog is going to be part one of maybe like a 4-part series that I'm going to do, and it's going to be on the untold stories of pregnancy, becoming a mom, and just mental health. There's a lot of things that people do not tell us about when we first become pregnant, or when we say, hey, I'm thinking about becoming pregnant. We always hear the good side and how beautiful it's going to be, how good it is to be a parent, blah, blah, blah. But we never really hear about the other side. Now, I do want to say that everything that I talk about is unique to me. This is my experience. It does not mean that it's going to happen to everyone else. It could, it could not. Everyone is different. Every pregnancy is different. So I just want to give that disclaimer. I don't want anyone to think that, hey, I don't ever want to become pregnant, because I don't want that to happen to me. It's not the case. I'm going to start with right after I had my daughter. And then I'm going to give you the backstory on my pregnancy and everything. So it's kind of like a build up to what my pregnancy was like. But first, I just really want to start with right after I had her. And let's just jump right into it. First, I will say that my pregnancy was very difficult. Not only mentally, but I was sick with severe nausea throughout my entire pregnancy. So I was in and out of the hospital multiple times, having to get an IV because I was severely dehydrated. Barely eating, blah, blah, blah. But we'll get into that later. I'll also say that I had depression before I had Anila. But because I had major depression before, the one thing that I was told is if I was depressed before, if I did in fact have postpartum depression, then my other depression basically would make it 10 times worse. I'm not sure if this is for everyone, but this is just what I was told. So, a lot of people already know that I had a C-section. It was not planned. And Nyla came a week after she was due, guys. Exactly on the day that I was supposed to be induced. Lo and behold, Nyla just wanted to arrive. But it was not an easy labor, easy birth, and none of that. So that Saturday, September 29th, my water broke. I remember telling my boyfriend at the time, so I had to have a C-section. It was an emergency C-section because I was in labor, guys, from Saturday, September 29th till Sunday, September 30th. I went in at around noon. I want to say my water broke 10 a.m. that Saturday, and I didn't have Anila until 10:47 Sunday. A lot of things happened like while I was in labor. Like I got a fever, she got a fever. It was so hard for me to push because the epidural had me just so numb. They tried to vacuum her out, didn't work. It just was a lot. So I just remember them saying, we're going to have to do an emergency C-section. Now, guys, I will say that I believe that having that C-section is what really triggered my postpartum depression. Like, of course, as far as the C-section goes, I remember being in the room. I remember them telling me, like, to push or whatever. It was very quick. I remember I was asking because she was not crying when she first came out. So I'm like, why is my baby not crying? Like, what's wrong? Finally, they got her to cry, make noise. Cool. Guys, I asked. Mind you, throughout my whole pregnancy, people just kept saying, like, yeah, what if you having a boy, blah, blah, blah. Just mess with me. So the second thing I asked them was, do my baby have a penis? Like, is she really a girl or is she a boy? They confirmed that she was a girl. Boom. I passed out. I wake up. I'm in the room. The other room. So I don't know how long I was passed out. I don't know any of that. I just know that I asked those 2 questions, and then I felt like I was about to vomit. And I remember them giving me the bag, and then I just remember passing out. That's all. So I finally get to see my baby, and to be honest, guys, there was no connection. Like, I did not feel connected to my daughter. I felt robbed. A lot of people do not know that if it was not for my baby dad and the nurses that I had, the doctors, everyone, I probably would have given Nyla up for adoption. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. Like, it's an awkward laugh because I'm getting ready to cry. Like, pregnancy is so hard, but labor is hard. It's very, 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 very hard. And it's just like, I felt so robbed having to have a C-section because I just did not feel like, I didn't feel woman enough. I didn't feel like my body was strong enough to have her. I just felt like that's not my daughter. I did not push her out. I didn't feel a connection to her at all. And I can say, you know, regardless of what me and my baby dad went through, he really stepped up big time in the hospital. And because of him, I was able to just make it through the experience. I was in the hospital for 5 days. Right after having her, my depression just snapped in. I remember laying in a bed, just crying. Like, I wouldn't hold her. Like, I remember talking to a social worker, and she's just like, you know, if this isn't for you, there's other options. I remember him talking on the phone with his mom, and she's like, I can tell that you're not okay. Just, guys, it's a lot. So this is why I'm bringing this story to you guys. It's not to tell any business. It's not to make anybody feel any type of way. It's just really to incite you on the difficulties that really is involved with pregnancy and your mental health, and why it is important for your support system to be there for you. It is important for your child's father to be there for you. No matter what your situation is, you're going to need people by your side, no matter what, 100%. And I'm lucky enough to have had people in my corner, because I probably would have made it through that. So this is just part 1. Part 2, I will tell you more about after my C-section, what happened in the hospital. I just wanted to give you guys like a feel of what I will be talking about. So I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, I'm sorry guys, I'm so awkward, I know that. Hopefully in the next video I can be a little less awkward. But I hope you subscribe, I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you look forward to seeing part 2. So, sorry it's short, guys. I'm also recording on my phone. I have to get my laptop together. Like, the camera sucks. So, just stay tuned. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Like, comment, share. And until next time. Thanks, guys.